Good afternoon. Oh, yeah. Good morning. Am I audible to you guys? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Actually, I have a meeting in the afternoon, so I thought I just prepone your class. And tomorrow I have actually a presentation. I need to present there. So lab class, I guess, the morning class, I'll do the lab class. Okay. Anyways, this is the last chapter. All the functions for file I have already given you. You guys just can check how it works. So how it works, I'll show you tomorrow. So whatever left off from the file, I'll show you that thing. Okay. Wait now. Let me share my screen first. So we started file handling. So we already discussed there are mainly two types of files, text files and binary files. And file handling is useful when we want to work with some files. If we do not have enough space in our console or you want to save your data in a file, then it is easier to handle. So there are some functions, and using those functions, we can create new file, we can open an existing file, we can read a file, we can also write file, and we can delete the files. Okay. So do all these types of operations on file, we have different functions. So normally whenever you will see an F in front of any function like print, scan, put, get, see, and all, remember those functions are mainly for the file handling functions. Okay, so to open a new file or existing file, you can use fopen functions. Okay, then if you want to write data into a file, then you can use fprintf. You can use normal printf also. It is fine. Okay. But fprintf is another function which will help you to write into the file. Similarly, we have scanf to fscanf to read the data, then fputC, getC and all. Okay, there are lots of functions and each of them has different way of handling files. Okay, so to declare a file or if you want to work with a file, you always have to declare a pointer. Okay, and that particular pointer is of type file. Okay, so whenever you work with file, remember to declare the file pointer. You have to declare it like this. Okay. Then first function we saw is fopen. So fopen is like the main function if you want to open a file or existing file or create file, you have to open it. So anything you want to do with your file or anything you want to do with your data saved in a file, you have to open the file first, right? Now again for the file fopen also there are certain modes. So whenever you want to open a file, you have to provide the file name and the mode. Okay. Now there are different types of mode. It's not like you can just open the file and you can do whatever you want. Okay. So if you just want to read the file, then you have to use the mode R. Simple R. R means read. If you want to write the file, then you have to write W. Okay. And if you want to append some data into your file, then you have to use the append mode. Okay. So write simply overwrite your data. Okay. If there is something already inside your file, then using the write, you will overwrite the data. Okay. And using the append mode, it will not overwrite. Instead, it will append your data to your existing data. Okay. Then we have R plus, which is for both read and write. W is also for read and write, and A is for read and append. Okay. Then for these are all for text files. And if you want to work with the binary files, then all you just need to do is put a B after all these modes. Okay, like RB, WB, AB, RB plus, and so on. If no B, that means you are just working with t.txt file. Okay. So let's see a program. So let's see how fopen works. Already told it's like we have to use all these modes. Okay. So whenever you will open this fopen, means use fopen, then it will search for the file to be opened. Then if it is already saved inside the folder where you have saved your program, then you just need to give the file name. Okay. Otherwise, you can give file path. Okay. So one of the program you can see for fopen, the simple one, how we can open a file. Now you have to declare your file pointer. So file pointer, let's always declare like this. Then this name you can take anything, fp, f pointer, anything. Okay. Then suppose your file consists of some characters. Okay. Let's take a variable character. Now you want to open a file. Okay. So how will you open a file? You just provide the file pointer name fp, then fopen. Then you have to give the file name. Okay. You have to give the name here. Name, let's say example.txt. Okay. Then you provide the mode. Suppose I just want to read the file. Okay. Then I'll write R. Okay. So that's it. Here I have opened the file. Now again, now suppose there is something already inside your text, right? So it has to read all the words. Okay. So what it will do, till then it will be true. It will read character by character. So ch equal to f gets c of fp. That means whatever is inside your file, using this variable, it is just reading your file one character at a time, right? F gets text reads one character. What it does? reads a character from file. Okay, so here it is doing the same. It is reading the character from the file. Now, when it needs to stop, okay, you have to put that condition also. So, if your character reach the end of the file, EOF, okay, EOF, okay, EOF means end of the file, end of file. So we write it EOF. Then wait. That means you have completely read the content of the file. Okay, after that you will simply print whatever inside your file. Okay, so that's it. So you are opening a file here. Okay, then you are reading the content of this file character by character. Okay, then you need to close the file. This is very important. Whenever you do anything with the file, remember to close the file. Okay, then return and that's it. This is simply read a file from here. You know there is already a file there and you are reading a file. Okay, so this is only read mode when you will do when you are sure that there exists a file there. Okay, if the file does not exist, it will provide you an error. Okay, you can also put conditions like if it doesn't exist you will get an error, something like this. Or then if you want to use uh, write, let's see a program for writing. Same in main. Let's take I want to write a number into my file. Okay, so I'm just taking number. Same, have to declare the file pointer. Now I need to open the file. F equal to F open. Then you write the name, for example, this is just the name I'm giving. Then this time you want to write it. Okay, not open, you want to write. That means what? If this uh, text file, if this text files already exists, then you can override the content. If not, it will create a file for you. Okay, let's see if fp equal to null, that means it doesn't exist, then it will simply print an error. Okay, so I have put the condition like if file does not exist, it will give a error message, then it will simply exit from the program. Okay, now if there is something, means I want to write it now. Printf enter number. Okay, so it's asking the user to enter a number. Then you have to give scanf and simply write it. Okay, then you want to print it. So f printf, f pointer, %d and number. Okay, so here you are showing the value, then f close and fp. Whenever you do anything, remember to close. Okay. Now here, so suppose there is some content already here. So if I use the write, so it will overwrite it. Okay. Now if you want to append something, you can just write it A, then whatever number you will add, it will just append it to the existing one. Okay. You can go for write. For the time being, just showing write. Now, the main thing about file handling functions is that you cannot use it for online compiler. Since all the files will be stored in your laptop or desktop, that means you have to use a C compiler or IDE installed in your system only. Then only you can use. Online compilers normally do not support file handling things. Okay, so make sure if you want to work with this, then it's solely for your installed software. Yesterday I didn't have that, now I installed it. Okay. Let me show the program too. It will be helpful or easy to understand. I'll stop this one. Wait a minute. Let me open my software, then I can show you guys. Okay, I'm sharing the ID now. Can you tell me if you can see it? Is it visible to you guys? Okay. Can you see a folder I'm showing you right now? Okay, wait, I guess I have to share the entire screen, then only you can see it again. Okay. So this is the console you can see, right? And here is a file. Can you see this folder? Inside here I have some text files and some other files. Can you see the folder too? So I have a text file example1.txt I created just now. So here inside this file I have the content hello file. Can you see it? Can you see it? I have a
Yes,
text file txt example1, then inside the file I have written hello file. Okay, so this is the file I want to open. So here I already wrote it. So here I'm taking 2 pointers, so I'm just showing all together. Means in one mode I'm reading the file, then next I'm also writing into the file. Okay, so it's the same program, I just did it for you guys just now. Okay, file pointer, you read the text file first, then it will take each of the character and will show you. Okay, then next, okay, let's compile it. Run it. Okay, so see, first my file contain hello file, remember? So using the mode R, it's reading and showing the file. See, okay, it's read only contains one character at a time, then finally it showed printed it. Okay, hello file is uh, already there. Okay, now next time I want to write it. Okay, I want to write it. So now if you want to write it, it's asking for data. Okay, now I want to put some data. Okay, maybe number. Here I wrote, I just want to add some number. Okay, enter data. So done. Okay, it's done now. Now you can press anything. Just see again. So inside my file, I'm reading it first and showing the content of the file. And remember, inside the file, I wrote hello file. Okay. Now using the write mode, I am entering a number into the file. Okay, and that's it. Done. So I'll just press anything to continue. Okay, it's done. Okay, now let's see what's inside my file now. See, inside the file now the content is 22 only. Initially I had written what hello file. Now content is 22. So it completely overwrote my thing. Okay. So now if you want to run the same program, now it's showing, see, the content is 22. It's no more hello file. It's 22. Now again it's asking for the data. Maybe this time I want to use 56. Okay, done. Okay, now if you see it again, what's inside? See, it's 56 now, not 22. It completely overwriting the content of the file. Can you see it? Got the difference? Okay. Okay. Now let's see, you want to change it to append mode. Okay. Now I just want to append it. Okay. So let's do it. So content is 56 right now. I want to enter data for 58. Okay. Now done. Okay. So initially 56 was there in the file. Now I have entered this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is done. Now let's see what's inside the file. So see, after 56, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not overwriting, it's just appending the values at the end of the file or in the end. Got the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you run this program, see, now our data is 5, 6, 4, 5 and all. It's not overwriting the content, but it is simply appending the things. Okay. Okay, got the difference for both three modes, read, write, and append. Is it yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can try it yourself also, then maybe it will be more clear. Okay. Or you can use a very simple way also. Just remove everything. If you don't want to do the whole process, suppose you simply want to uh, open a file, then write it. Okay. So file fp, you have, sorry. Okay. What I don't want is these things. I want to open the file and I want to simply write the file. There. I want to write the file. Maybe I want to write hello file again. Okay. Next, I need to close the file. Close. Okay. So simple one, file pointer, opening the same file, then printing, writing the file. Remember what we have in this file? There are lots of numbers inside. Okay. Now, if I want to run this file, let's see if there's any error. No error. Okay. Okay, it's supposed to be done. Let's see if it worked or not. Okay, it worked. So whatever it was there, it just overwrote and printed hello file. So this is another way you can use fprintf. Okay, mainly it will depend on you. Okay, the writing program like completely on you, how you want to write a program. This one is a bit compact way. You can simply use fprintf function. Okay, so similarly, if you want to store different uh, names like we did for structure, you can also use file. Remember, in the whole one console, you used to like print all the names of the students and marks. So same thing you can use in the file also. That means all the information will be stored in a file. Okay, so in the last program, you guys use structure or structure pointer, both ways fine. So the results were visible only inside the console. So whenever you cut that program, it's not there. Means you have to run the program to get the values, right? So now you can store all those values like all the records like student's name, age and all inside a file. Then next time you want to see the records, then you can just access the file. Okay, if you also want to do any corrections there, you can also use files. Okay, so it's like almost any program, for any program you can use a file. The main purpose of file is what? You want to store it somewhere in your file or desktop or system. Okay, here I have written a whole single line here. If you simply want to write a single character, then you can use F with C. Okay, this is for printing the whole line. I use fprintf. If you want to simply write a single character, then you will use F with C. Okay, and if you want to get something, means one character at a time, then you will take which function? F get C. Okay, so you can try out all these things. So the basics of your file handling one is over. So actually your course is complete now. From now on, I can give you some more programs to try out, or we can just keep some different works for the class. Tomorrow I'll do the class in the morning. Second half I won't be able to because as I told you guys, I have a presentation. So no lab class in the afternoon tomorrow. I'll take the class in the morning half, that is 11 to 12. From 3 I have a presentation. Okay. So clear this part. how it works, at least the basics. There are so many other functions. You can try out all. When you will do it yourself, then it will be more interesting. Okay, this meeting is going to end soon, so I'll stop sharing, take attendance. As most of you are like mute in your class, so from next week I can just start asking questions, you guys, because course is finished. So from next week it will be like revision session. Then I'll ask questions. Okay, is that
Mm.
clear to everyone? Okay, so congrats, your course is finished. So from next week, it will be revision round. Tomorrow we will do see some more programs for files. From next week, revision session and question answer session. Okay, so thank you all. See you tomorrow.